All right, welcome in. Going to get August simmed. See who's coming in to watch. Got the manager files in. Hey, Mark's in here. MV and Peepo, David Lando. Welcome in. We got some big games to look at, and this broadcast, I'm going to get her done. A lot of good matchups here, so let's fire it up. Take a look at August and start with August 1st. Let's run through the day, see what we're looking at here. 7-0, Manchester beats Beantown. What's Manchester going to do? They're second from the bottom. It's a complete rebuild, but God only knows. St. Louis, oh, they lose to Carolina. I find Carolina to be a pretty tough team. Carolina, again, in fifth place or sixth place. Chico's at Lehigh. Chico's has been struggling this year. However, they beat me 3-2. Union Stewards and San Fran, a couple of teams tied. There's going to be a great race here between St. Louis Stewards and San Francisco to try to catch Lehigh, but also outmaneuver each other because the top three make the playoffs. 8-7, San Fran. Edmonton a winner. Crystal Lake and Lancaster, both those teams looking to chase down Vegas for the third by the end of August. So 2-1 win for Lancaster. The Bronx takes a loss. Vegas with the win. On to the next day. Manchester gets beat. Lehigh over Chico's. Edmonton 6-2. The Bronx. Ooh, Carolina, another win. That's two big wins for Carolina. San Fran over the Stewards, and Crystal Lake takes this one from Lancaster. Washington and Vegas, hell of a matchup here. Washington comes away with the win. Lehigh, Rube Waddell gets the win. Philly, a winner. Nice. Crystal Lake loses to Lancaster, taking turns beating each other. Bronx with the win. St. Louis. Let's see who's going to win. See what stands out. Lehigh over Union. Stewards Chico's loses to San Fran. Edmonton a winner. Lancaster, Washington, and Vegas beats Crystal Lake in a key matchup. Crystal Lake's got to take advantage of some of these division games. They got off to that super slow start. The Bronx beats Manchester, as expected. Union Stewards beat Lehigh. Chicos. Mike Silva trying to get his Union Stewards back in the postseason to pull off a potential repeat championship. Mike won the World Series last year. Crystal Lake, they get a win over Vegas. Washington a winner, and St. Louis in 10. Keith Folk, how about this? Coming over in a trade here in the recent month. Coming over, Keith Folk, who's been passed around like a common street whore, finds his way to St. Louis. Carolina and Edmonton. Edmonton a 10-0 winner. Beantown a winner. Philly a winner. Manchester wins. Lehigh puts up a lot of runs on the Stewards. San Fran a winner. Washington over T-ville. And we got a double header here, Vegas and Crystal Lake. This could be big. Vegas goes one up on the day. And they split. 3 games separate Vegas and Crystal Lake as Crystal Lake tries to get into that playoff spot. No games on Monday the 7th. San Fran. Philly. Chico's a winner. Washington now with a 5.5 game lead. Lehigh beats Edmonton. Lancaster over Manchester. Vegas a big winner. And the Bronx beats Crystal Lake. Chico's, Beantown, Lehigh, Lancaster, T-ville. A big upset there as T-ville is the bottom of the No More Tears as T-ville trying to reestablish their franchise from the ground up. Nooch and San Fran, big win. Union Stewart's a winner, and Crystal Lake beats the Bronx. Chico's over Philly. Lehigh over Edmonton. Carolina a winner. St. Louis. T-ville beats Lancaster. That's got to hurt. And Vegas over Manchester. Manchester's team's so poor this year, they're not even in position to be a spoiler. Union Stewart's a big shutout there. St. Louis, a 10-inning win against Lehigh. Chicos. Washington. These Washington, different type of clowns now. They are a potent team. San Fran a winner. Lancaster, the Bronx, and Vegas. Again, Pete Alexander beating the other Alexander. Well, they weren't in this game together, but maybe we'll see that matchup. Lehigh, Cy Young, his 18th win. Chico's get shut out. Tom Glavine with a win. It's a newly acquired pitcher here for the Bronx for the stretch run. Vegas looks like they're going to pull off a sweep of Manchester. I guess Manchester's the team everybody wants to play on the way out to pile up some wins. Boy, how things have changed. Crystal Lake and Lancaster. 10-8. Lehigh gets by St. Louis. San Fran a winner. Carolina beats the infamous Mike Boddicker, well known in our league. The Bronx, 11-inning win. Chicos. Washington is on fire. Lancaster. Manchester says we will not be swept in 4 games, and they come back and beat Vegas. St. Louis splits with Lehigh. Edmonton splits with San Fran, and how about Beantown? They split, beat the Bronx 1-0. Here we go, on to August 14th, almost halfway done with this month. Beantown. Washington just keeps winning. Lehigh a winner. Let me pull back here. Let's take a look at some of the standings and see which teams are hot. This is something I just started paying attention to here. The last 10. So, well, my Lizards are doing good in San Fran. Over here, Washington, 8-2 in the last 10. Looking really good, followed by Lancaster. So those are the hot teams right now. Lancaster on a 3-game winning streak. Keep an eye on some of that. On to the 15th, Lehigh at San Francisco. Lehigh, 9-6 winner. Crystal Lake, the Killers, take down Beantown. Washington, another big win there. Chicos. Manchester beating T-ville. Philadelphia 2-0, and Lancaster. Vegas gets the best of Lancaster. These divisional matchups are going to be key here when we get into September. They are right now, actually. T-ville upsets Manchester. Well, I don't even know if that's an upset or not. Washington over Beantown. Chico's a winner. Crystal Lake beats the Bronx. Lehigh a winner. San Fran over St. Louis. Carolina a winner. And Vegas gets by Lancaster in their second game. So where do we sit? Right now, Crystal Lake 5 back. Lancaster 6, looking to close that gap on Vegas. And over here, we got San Fran and St. Louis. Union Stewards now out of the playoff picture, but only 2 games back. Stewards lose. The Stewards have been on a pretty bad run here. T-ville beats Manchester. Lehigh a winner. Washington a winner. Carolina a winner. Crystal Lake a winner. And St. Louis. Bronx. Juan Marichal, 15th win. Dwight Gooden, not great on the season, but he beats Washington. That's a big win for Crystal Lake. Chico's a winner. Crystal Lake can't count on any help with Manchester. Vegas keeps the distance there. Shut out by Lehigh. Edmonton a winner. Lancaster a winner. And Carolina. Vegas. Boy, Manchester. Well, what's going on with this team? It's not good. San Francisco. The Bronx. Union Stewards. Crystal Lake. On to the 20th. What do we see? 4 games now separating Vegas and Crystal Lake, and 2 games. The Stewards are behind St. Louis. So let's see if there's any key matchups to watch there. Philly with a win. San Fran. Crystal Lake loses. Manchester beats Vegas, so that gap still remains the same. Lehigh wins. The Bronx is a winner. T-ville beats Lancaster. Union Stewards clawing back here. 1 game behind St. Louis for that 3rd playoff spot. The Bronx gets beat. And Crystal Lake, a win. Maddox with his 14th of the year. Lehigh, a winner. Manchester. San Fran. Lancaster. Edmonton. Vegas beats Washington. That's a win they need. St. Louis shuts out Carolina, and the Bronx loses. So if we take a look now, Vegas has put up 5 games between them and Crystal Lake. Lehigh a winner. Washington a winner. Manchester. St. Louis. Union Stewards 2-1. Crystal Lake. And the Bronx a winner. On to the 24th. Lehigh wins. Lancaster a winner. St. Louis a winner. The Bronx, Clayton Kershaw, 14 wins. San Fran's a winner. Crystal Lake wins, and Washington wins. So on to the 25th. Crystal Lake is only 3 back, so we might end August right where we started. Let's take a look. Beantown, Dave Steeb, who I believe was a new addition in a trade, if I'm not mistaken. Union Stewards. Manchester. Philly. St. Louis. Washington a winner. Carolina, this Lefty Gomez, man, he's beat my team a couple times, like shut him out. Lefty Gomez, big win there. And the Bronx beats Vegas. Crystal Lake, shutout. Greg Maddox, Bonds hits a homer, 40 homers for Bonds. Philly, 6-4. Chico's a winner. Washington a winner. Beantown a winner. Extra innings. Lehigh just gets by Carolina. Carolina, a very competitive team this year. The Bronx, Bob Gibson shuts out Vegas. And Edmonton 5-3. So where do we stand here with about 5 days left? Now the game, Vegas holding on to that last playoff spot by 2 games, and Union Stewards 3 back now of St. Louis and San Francisco. Lehigh just gets by Philly. Washington, a shutout. Vegas, a key win right there. Union Stewards, a winner. Crystal Lake, the Bronx. Chico's loses to Edmonton. San Fran over Carolina. And in game 2, Lehigh beats Philadelphia. This is game 2. Washington pulls off a sweep of Manchester. Beantown beats Vegas. And the Bronx is a winner. So here we go. 4 days left to play. Things are getting close for that last playoff spot. Crystal Lake, a winner. Chico's a winner. San Fran a winner, and the St. Louis Hawks get a win. On to the 29th. Lehigh beats the Stewards. San Fran a shutout. Beantown a big win for early win. Carolina puts up 13. Ohtani now 8-5. Crystal Lake. Ooh, that's a key head-to-head matchup, and Crystal Lake now is in a dead tie with Vegas for the last playoff spot. St. Louis, a shutout of Philadelphia. Washington gets beat by Lancaster, and the Bronx is a winner. On to the 30th. Lehigh, a winner. Chico's, Washington, T-ville, Edmonton, the Bronx. And Vegas returns the favor. This time pulls a game ahead of Crystal Lake. St. Louis 2-0. So here we go. Lehigh a winner, San Fran a winner, Edmonton a winner, and Philadelphia a winner. So when we start September on the 1st, let's go back to August 31st right here. Let's take a look at where we're at. I'm going to zip this up because we're going to have a quick turnaround and allow people to take this file and then get those September manager files. And this weekend and the rest of the week, we will finish out September as we head down the pennant run. And some really good races here. So Lehigh's up by 11, but San Fran and St. Louis right there. The Union Stewards now are 5 back, so it looks pretty comfortable. Can the Union Stewards make up a 5-game gap and squeak into the playoffs? Over here, Washington out in first. The Bronx looks like they've got second place locked in, and it looks like a Vegas Crystal Lake showdown, although Lancaster is not technically out of it. It really looks to be a Vegas Crystal Lake showdown in September for that last playoff spot. Let's take a look at what teams are hot. Lehigh is on a 6-game winning streak, and the Bronx is on an 8-game winning streak right now. So those are the hot teams in each league. Both Washington and the Bronx 8-2 in their last 10. Crystal Lake 7-3, and Vegas only 3-7. So that was a big change there in the last 10 games that allowed Crystal Lake to get a little bit closer. So a lot of fun stuff, a lot of fun games to broadcast. But I'm going to zip it. And away we go. I'll drop it. We'll get our manager files. And hey, sometime this weekend, we'll start on, what is it? September. So if you're in the September run or even not, get in your manager files if you want to make some last minute changes. But thanks for